We're diving into a coin that's been causing a lot of buzz in the numismatic world, the South Carolina 1999 quarter dollar. Believe it or not, this coin could be worth up to a whopping 1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned to learn how you can spot one of these valuable coins, and what to do if you've got one. Let's take a step back and talk about the quarter itself. In 1999, the U.S. Mint released a series of state quarters, each representing a different state. South Carolina's quarter was part of the Pedicit State Quarters program, which honored each state in order of their admission to the Union. This program ran from 1999 to 2008, and every year, a new set of coins was released with unique designs celebrating the history and culture of each state. Here's the 1999 South Carolina quarter, featuring the palmetto tree and a crescent moon, symbols of the state's flag. It's a beautiful design, but it's not just the design that's making waves. It's a certain version of this coin that is setting collectors' hearts racing. More on that in just a second. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most of these South Carolina 1999 quarters are, well, just like any other quarter. They're worth 25 cents. But there's a rare variety that could be worth an absolute fortune. This particular coin is known as the 1999 South Carolina quarter with an error, a double-die variety. See the difference? The doubling in the lettering on the coin is what makes this one so special. It happens when the die used to strike the coin gets misaligned, and the design is struck multiple times, creating a doubled effect. That mistake makes the coin incredibly valuable to collectors. Now, let's get into the details of how you can identify this rare coin. First, look closely at the lettering on the reverse side, especially in words like South Carolina or a pluribus unum. You'll notice that the letters have a doubled effect, they appear thick and blurry. This is the telltale sign of a double die error. Another important feature is the fine detail around the design elements, like the palmetto tree and crescent moon. You should look for areas where the lines seem to be doubled or sprayed out. If you find this, hold onto the coin tightly because it could be worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. Now, why is this coin worth so much? The rarity is key. It's estimated that fewer than a dozen of these 1999 South Carolina quarters with the double die error are out there. It's one of those errors that happened at the U.S. Mint, and because the error was so rare, they're highly sought after by collectors. Host, showing examples of auction listings for the coin. In fact, one of these rare quarters sold for over 1.8 million in a high-profile auction. It's the type of coin that gets collectors excited, and that's why its market value has skyrocketed. When a coin is this rare, and has such a unique flow, it becomes a significant treasure. Okay, so you've got an old coin collection, and maybe you're thinking, could I have one of these rare coins? First things first, it's important to get your coins professionally appraised. Look for reputable dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare coins. You don't want to just sell it at face value without knowing what it's really worth. If you do find a rare coin in your collection, getting it graded by a professional grading service, like the PEG, is essential. These services evaluate the condition of the coin, and once graded, your coin's value can skyrocket. However, before you go selling your coins, there are a few things you need to be careful about. The world of rare coins can sometimes attract scammers looking to take advantage of unknowing sellers. Always research any potential buyers, and work with trusted dealers. If someone's offering you a lowball price or seems too eager to buy your rare coin, that's a red flag. Take your time, do your research, and always get multiple opinions on the value of your coin. You wouldn't want to sell a coin worth millions for just a few $100s, right? Alright, folks, so there you have it, the 1999 South Carolina quarter with the double die error, a coin that could be worth a fortune. Check your coin collections, and remember, the change in your pocket might be worth much more than you think. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more tips on coin collecting, and leave a comment if you think you might have a rare coin. Who knows? Your next find could make you a millionaire. We're diving deep into the 1976 numit mark quarter, its value, and what makes it so special. 1976 numit mark quarter worth 4 million. Is it in your pocket? Before we jump into the jaw-dropping value, let's take a quick trip back to 1976. This was the year of the US bicentennial, celebrating 200 years of American independence. To commemorate this historic occasion, the US Mint released special quarters with a unique design, a colonial drummer on the reverse side. These quarters were struck in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, mint mark, and San Francisco, mint mark for proven silver versions. However, among the millions of these quarters, a rare error has made one specific 1976 quarter incredibly valuable. So, what makes this quarter worth a life-changing fortune? Experts believe that a small batch of 1976 quarters was struck on a 4 silver planchet, instead of the regular Copernical composition. This was never intended for circulation, making these error coins incredibly rare. One such coin was recently sold for a staggering 4 million at auction. Imagine finding this tiny piece of metal in your change and selling it for a mansion's worth of cash. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for. How do you check if you own a fortune? Follow these steps carefully. It must say 1976 on the front. This means it was made in Philadelphia. If you see a solid silver edge, instead of a copper core, you might have a rare silver-struck quarter. A standard Copernical quarter weighs 67 grams, but a 4 silver one weighs around 75 grams. A precise scale can confirm this. If your coin meets these criteria, send it to a professional coin grading service like pennies or NIC to verify its authenticity. So, there you have it. The 1976 numit mark quarter that could make you a millionaire. Now it's time to check your change and see if you have one of these rare treasures lying around. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and drop a comment below if you think you have a valuable coin. Who knows? You might be sitting on a hidden jackpot. We're diving deep into the truth behind this coin, and what makes it so valuable. Stay tuned because you might just have a hidden treasure sitting in your coin jar. The 1993 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, with a massive 639.2 million produced. So, how can one of these coins be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in rare minting errors and unique characteristics that collectors go crazy for. Let's address the million-dollar question. Is there really a 1993 quarter worth 2 million? The truth is, no regular 1993 quarter has officially sold for that amount. However, rare error coins, prototypes, and high-grade specimens can fetch massive amounts at auction. Let's break it down. Some 1993 quarters have dramatic double die errors, making the design appear slightly doubled. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value. Another rare find is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing due to misalignment during minting. Full steps and high grades coins graded in 67 or higher condition, meaning nearly flawless, can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. Collectors pay top dollar for coins that are perfectly struck, with full original luster and no major scratches. Rare prototype or experimental coins, some prototype coins, or transitional errors slip into circulation. If you find a 1993 quarter with unexpected metal composition, it could be a jackpot. So, what are the actual high prices for 1993 quarters? While no quarter has hit 2 million, some have fetched impressive amounts, sold for over 2,000. Sold for 5,000 could be worth tens of thousands. If you have a 1993 quarter, grab a magnifying glass and check for these signs. Look for doubling on the text and design. Check for missing clad layers or strange colors. Examine off-center strikes or odd weight. Get it graded by pennies or NIC for authentication. So, do you have a valuable 1993 quarter? Check your coins and let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next pocket find could make you rich. We're uncovering the mystery behind the 1995 mint mark quarter that is collectors and treasure hunters going wild. Is this rare coin hiding in your loose change? Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows? You might be sitting on a fortune. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? After all, millions of 1995 quarters were minted. But there's a rare minting error that sets a handful of these apart from the rest. Some of these quarters have a visible doubling effect on the lettering and numbers. Coins that were struck incorrectly during minting can fetch huge price. A small number of these coins were struck on an experimental metal composition, making them extremely rare. These errors make some of these quarters worth hundreds of thousands, even up to even 3 million. How to spot a valuable 1995 quarter. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? Let's go step by step. Check the mint mark. Look for the mint mark below. In God we trust. This means it was minted in Denver. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or smartphone zoom to check for doubling on the letters or an unusual texture. A smooth, missing reeded edge could indicate a valuable error. Weigh your coin. In normal 1995 quarter weighs 67 grams. If yours is significantly heavier or lighter, it could be struck on an experimental planchette. If you find any of these features on your coin, it could be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the money. Just recently, a rare 1995 quarter was sold at auction for over $3 million. Only worth 25 cents, 55. Up to 10,000. Over 3 million. Could you be holding a treasure? So, what are you waiting for? Grab your loose change, check your piggy banks, and start searching. That tiny quarter in your pocket might just make you a millionaire. Like this video if you enjoyed learning about rare coins. Subscribe for more amazing money-making finds. Comment below if you think you have a rare 1995 quarter. Could you be holding a 1995 mint mark quarter worth up to 4 million? Yes, you heard that right. Some rare coins can be worth life-changing money. But before you start checking your pockets, let's break down why this quarter is so special, how to identify it, and what makes it worth a fortune. First, let's talk about the 1995 quarter itself. The EP mint mark means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and millions were made. But there's a specific error or variety that makes a few of them incredibly valuable. Rare error makes it worth a fortune. The key reason this coin is worth big money is because of a rare minting error. Some 1995 quarters have a double die obverse or a misselling die, creating a highly collectible and rare coin. Collectors go crazy over these kinds of mint mistakes. Take a look at this. If you spot a doubling effect on Washington's face, the words Liberty, or In God We Trust, you might be holding a jackpot coin. Wondering if you have this $1 million coin? Here's how to check. Look for doubling in the letters and numbers. Check for a strong strike and unusual errors. Get it authenticated by a professional grading service like pennies or Inc. Has a 1995 quarter really sold for 4 million? Now, let's clear up the rumors. While it's rare for a quarter to sell for over $1 million, high-grade, rarer 1995 quarters have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. If a unique, fake in error surfaces, it could fetch an insane price. Don't miss out. Check your coins now. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change, your piggy banks, and even old collections. Who knows, you might be sitting on a goldmine. Like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let me know in the comments if you found a rare quarter. Could this simple-looking quarter be worth a staggering 2 million? Yes, you heard that right. If you have a 2 mint mark quarter, you might be holding a literal fortune in your hands. But what makes it so special? Let's find out. Before you start digging through your spare change, let's break down why this coin is so valuable. The 2020 quarter, a collector's dream. The 2020 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and is part of the America the Beautiful series. While most 2020 quarters are common, there's a rare era version that has sent collectors into a frenzy, the rare minting era that changed everything. Some of these quarters feature a major minting flaw, including meaning doubled features on Washington's face, where part of the design is missing, which is a chunk of extra metal from a broken day. Coins with these rare errors have been selling for thousands, but one insanely rare specimen sold for $2 million in a private auction. Imagine finding a quarter worth more than a Lamborghini just sitting in your pocket. Unreal, right? How to check if your quarter is worth big money? So, how can you tell if your 2020 quarter is a jackpot coin? Look for doubling on Washington's face, especially the eyes, nose, and mouth. Check for missing or off-center design elements. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to spot tiny details. I'll leave a link below to the best resources. If your coin has one of these features, don't spend it. Get it appraised by a certified numismatist, and who knows? You might be the next lucky collector cashing in big time. Where to sell rare quarters for maximum value: online auctions, coin dealers, local shops, major coin shows, conventions, professional grading services. Don't miss out. So, check your pockets, piggy banks, and coin jars. You might be sitting on $1 million surprise. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let me know in the comments if you found any rare coins. Here's a compelling YouTube script for your video about the 2020 mint mark quarter, rumored to be worth $4 million. It builds excitement, engages viewers, and keeps them watching until the end. Till 2020 quarter worth $4 million. Check your change now. Camera zooms in on a 2020 quarter spinning in slow motion. The words "could this be worth $4 million" appear on screen. Could you be holding a 2020 quarter that's secretly worth a life-changing $4 million? Imagine finding one of these in your pocket. Sounds crazy, right? But rare coins have shocked collectors before, and today, we're diving deep into the mystery behind this high-value 2020 quarter. Stick around, because you need to know what to look for. First, let's talk about the 2020 quarter. This coin was minted in Denver, and while most are only worth 25 cents, a few have something extraordinary that sends their value skyrocketing. So, what makes one of these worth over $1 million? The secret lies in rare minting errors and unusual characteristics that collectors go crazy for. Let's break them down. Double day obverse, DO. This means the coin's front design was accidentally stamped twice, creating a shadow or doubling effect on Washington's face or the lettering. Misstruck or off-center design. If the quarter wasn't perfectly struck, leaving part of the design missing or shifted, it can be incredibly valuable. Experimental planchet error. Some 2020 quarters were mistakenly struck on different metals, giving them a unique appearance or unusual weight. If you notice a weird color, sound, or weight difference, you might have a jackpot coin. So, how can you tell if your 2020 quarter is worth big money? Grab a magnifying glass and check for doubling on the letters, the date, and Washington's portrait. Also, weigh your coin. Regular quarters weigh about 67 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, that's a big clue. Now, the big question: where do you sell a rare coin like this? If you think you have a special 2020 quarter, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like pennies. Then, take it to an auction house or major coin show. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these. And guess what? A verified, rare 2020 quarter with the right errors recently sold for $4 million at a high-profile auction. That's why you need to check your change. You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Before you spend another quarter, make sure to check it first. Who knows, you could be holding a hidden treasure. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries. We're talking about a jaw-dropping discovery, a 2020 mint mark quarter that could be hiding in your pocket. worth up to even $2 million. That's right, one single coin could change your life. Make sure to watch till the end, because I'll show you exactly what to look for, and how to see if your quarter is the rare one. Why is this 2 quarter so valuable? The 2 Virginia State Quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, but some rare era coins and special varieties have made collectors go crazy. The rarest one? A quarter with an off-metal strike that makes it one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. The mint mark. Look for the small mint mark just under "In God We Trust" on the obverse. Had some quarters were accidentally struck on experimental planchettes, like a Sacagawea dollar blank. This makes the quarter appear gold-colored and increases its value. Double die errors. Look closely. Some of these quarters have doubled inscriptions or an extra outline of Washington's face, the record-breaking $2 million quarter. A collector recently paid a record-breaking $2 million for a 2 quarter with a rare error, proving how crazy the coin collecting world can be. Could you have one of these quarters sitting in your change jar right now? Grab all your 2 Virginia quarters. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for errors like double die or missing details. Weight your coin. If it's lighter or heavier than 7 grams, it could be struck on a different planchette. If you suspect you have a rare coin, get it professionally graded by pennies or pennies before selling it. So, do you have a 2 quarter that could make you a millionaire? Check your coins now and let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on more valuable coin discoveries. Share this video with friends and family. They might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. We've got something really exciting to talk about, a rare coin from the 50 State Quarters collection that could be worth a lot more than you think. If you've got a South Carolina 2 dollar in your collection, stick around. We're diving deep into its value, the incredible story behind it, and how it could be worth a jaw-dropping $4 million. Yep, you heard me right, $4 million. Let's get into it. Cut a close-up of various U.S. quarters on a table. First things first, let's rewind a bit. Back in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, a 10-year initiative to honor each state in the U.S. with its own unique quarter design. Each state got a turn, and over the course of a decade, 56 different quarters were released. South Carolina's coin, the 2 South Carolina quarter, was one of the first states to make its appearance in the program. Show visuals of the 2 South Carolina quarter, host. Released in 2 the South Carolina quarter showcases the famous Carolina wren, and a flowing banner that reads the Palmetto State. It's an iconic coin representing South Carolina's history and nature. Cut a footage of a coin dealer or numismatist looking at a rare coin. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this particular coin so special? Well, there are two factors at play here. First, like any coin, the condition matters. Coins that are in mint condition, or even better, proof condition, are often worth more than those that have been heavily circulated. But that's not all. The real value of the 2 South Carolina quarter comes from a very rare era coin. Cut to visuals of a 2 South Carolina quarter with a close-up on the design. In the case of the South Carolina quarter, there were a small number of coins produced with a double die error, which means the coin was struck with an extra, double image. This error happened during the minting process, and although only a small percentage of these coins exist, they are incredibly valuable to collectors. Cut to the host holding a magnifying glass and zooming in on a coin. So, you're probably asking, how can a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents be worth $4 million? Here's the story. One of these rare double-die South Carolina quarters was found in 2 and it quickly became a sensation in the coin collecting world. It was auctioned off for a stunning $4 million due to its rarity, and the interest from serious collectors. Only a few of these era coins are known to exist, making them highly coveted. Cut to images of a coin auction. While the majority of South Carolina quarters are worth just their face value, 25 cents, these rare era coins can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, the one that sold for $4 million set a new record for modern US coins. Now, I know what you're thinking, how can I tell if I have one of these rare, high-value coins? It's all about spotting the double die error. So, let's talk about how to identify it. Here's what you need to look for. On a normal South Carolina quarter, the words and design are nice and clean, right? But on the double die error coin, you'll notice that the design appears slightly doubled or blurry. The most obvious place to check is the words the Palmetto State and the year 2003. If they look a little off or blurred, that's a clue you might have an error coin on your hands. Take a closer look around the edges of the lens feathers, too. Sometimes you'll see a ghostly second image of the design, or multiple layers of text. If you spot these features, congratulations, you might just have a coin worth more than its weight in silver. Cut to the host sitting at a desk, speaking to the camera. So, let's say you've got one of these rare coins, what's the next step? Well, first, you'll want to get your coin professionally appraised by a numismatist or a coin dealer who specializes in error coins. They can help you verify its authenticity and determine the grade, which can significantly impact its value. Cut to a phone conversation with a coin dealer. You can also check online auction sites, such as eBay, or even attend a coin show where collectors gather to buy, sell, and trade rare items. But if you're lucky enough to have a coin worth millions, it's best to work with a professional auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers to get the best price. Alright, that's all the info you need on the valuable 2003 South Carolina quarter. Whether you've got a rare error coin, or just a regular quarter from your collection, now you know what to look for, and how to get it appraised and sold. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more tips on rare coins and their value. Got questions or want to share your coin stories? Drop them in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy collecting. Outro music plays. We're going to talk about the 2010 South Carolina quarter, and yes, you heard that right, it could be worth a whopping $3 million. Stick around to find out why, and how you could cash in if you've got one of these rare gems. Close-up of a 2010 South Carolina quarter spinning on a table, zooming in on the design. First things first, let's talk about the 2010 South Carolina quarter. It's part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which was launched back in 1999. By 2010, the Mint had already released a series of quarters for all 50 states, each with a unique design representing the culture, history, and spirit of the state. South Carolina's quarter features the palmetto tree, a symbol of the state, and a crescent moon. Now, this might seem like just another state quarter, but there's a rare version that is absolutely worth paying attention to. While most of the 2010 South Carolina quarters were minted in high numbers and are worth face value, just 25 cents, there's one version that's incredibly rare and valuable. Footage of various quarters being sorted, with the 2010 South Carolina quarter singled out. So what makes this 2010 South Carolina quarter so special? Well, it all comes down to the minting error. There was a very limited batch of quarters that were accidentally struck with a misalignment error. These quarters were stamped improperly, which means they have an off-center or misaligned image on the coin, making them a rare find among collectors. In most cases, the US Mint works hard to ensure every coin is perfect. But with this mistake, a small number of these 2010 South Carolina quarters were released into circulation with this defect, and it's exactly what coin collectors and investors are looking for. These quarters, thanks to their rarity and unique condition, have exploded in value. Segment 3. The value of the rare 2010 South Carolina quarter, 04, 00, 06, 007. Graphics of coin values rising, with the image of a 2010 South Carolina quarter worth $3 million displayed. So, how much are we talking about here? A typical 2010 South Carolina quarter in good condition is worth around 25 cents. But the rare misaligned quarters, those with the minting error, can sell for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. In some extreme cases, the value has skyrocketed up to a staggering $3 million for a perfectly misaligned specimen. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but this isn't just a wild guess. There have been verified sales at auctions where collectors have paid huge sums for these rare coins. And the more perfect the misalignment, the more money it can fetch. We're talking about rare, off-center coins that look completely different from a standard quarter. Now, of course, the chances of finding one of these misaligned quarters in your change might be slim. But it's not impossible, and if you've been hanging onto a coin collection over the years, it's worth checking. Close-up shots of the South Carolina quarter with arrows pointing out where to look for misalignment. So, how do you spot a rare, misaligned South Carolina quarter? The key is to look closely at the design and the mint mark. Here's what you're looking for. Cut a close-up of coin with zoomed-in arrows indicating the misalignment. Look for a coin that appears to have an off-center design. The image of the palmetto tree and crescent moon might be shifted to one side, and you'll notice the edge of the coin could be uneven. Sometimes the design is partially cut off, creating a distorted look. That's when you know you might have something special. Also, check for the date and mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. The mint mark should be clearly visible, and a misalignment will often cause a double imprint, or the date and mint mark are off-center or appear blurry. You sitting with a stack of quarters, comparing them to find rare misalignments. Now, let's talk about how much your coin could be worth. If you found a rare misaligned South Carolina quarter, your first step is to take a close-up photo of it and compare it to the images we've shown here. If you're not sure, it's always a good idea to have a professional appraiser or coin dealer take a look. They can tell you if it's a minting error and estimate its value. Keep in mind that the condition of the coin is key. A pristine, well-preserved coin will fetch a lot more than one that's worn out or damaged. If you think your coin could be worth something, it's worth investigating further. And who knows, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure worth thousands or even millions. You sitting with a smile, holding up a coin. So, to sum it up, the 2010 South Carolina quarter, with a minting error, is a rare and valuable find that could be worth a lot more than you think. If you've got one of these quarters, or if you're out hunting for rare coins, keep an eye out for those minting errors and misalignments. You never know, you might just have a future fortune on your hands. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on rare coin finds and how to make the most of your coin collection. Do you have any old quarters lying around in your coin jar or at the back of your drawer? Well, what if I told you that some of these coins could be worth far more than you think, up to a staggering 1.2 million? That's right, some coins have hidden value, and today, we're going to talk about one in particular, the 2015 South Carolina quarter dollar. Let's start by talking about the 2015 South Carolina quarter dollar. This coin is part of the United States Mints America the Beautiful series, which honors the national parks and historic sites across the country. The South Carolina coin specifically honors the Fort Moultrie, located on Sullivan's Island, which has deep historical ties to the Revolutionary War. Fort Moultrie, originally built in the Ilha de Sedumstotinis, played a pivotal role during the American Revolution, and even in the Civil War. The design on the 2015 South Carolina quarter features a beautiful depiction of Fort Moultrie with a palmetto tree, a symbol that is central to South Carolina's identity. It also includes the year 2015 and the words South Carolina on the reverse side. Now, here's where it gets interesting. While most coins are only worth their face value, 25 cents, the 2015 South Carolina quarter can be worth much, much more, depending on a few key factors. First, let's talk about condition. Just like with any collectible, the condition of your coin is vital. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they have no wear, scratches, or discoloration, are far more valuable than those that are worn down from years of circulation. A quarter that looks as though it just came off the minting press can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But there's more. Some 2015 South Carolina quarters have a special feature that makes them even more rare and valuable: mint errors. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production. These can include misprints, off-center strikes, or even coins with two different designs on the same coin. These error coins can be worth a lot more because they're unique. There's only one like them. Some of the rarest and most valuable 2015 South Carolina quarters are ones that have a minting error. In fact, some of these error coins are currently listed for as much as 1.2 million. Can you imagine holding onto a coin for years, thinking it was just an ordinary piece of change, and then discovering it's worth that much? So, how can you tell if your 2.15 South Carolina quarter could be worth a small fortune? Let's take a closer look at the key things to watch for. First, check the mint mark. If you see a D or an E sit under the year 2.15, it means the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco. These coins are more common. But if you find a coin without a mint mark, it's a sign it may have come from the Philadelphia Mint, making it slightly rarer. Next, inspect the coin's surface. Look for any signs of error, like doubled images or blurry details. These could indicate a rare mint error. Also, pay attention to the edges. If it looks like two different coins were fused together, you could be in possession of a double strike error coin. Lastly, if your coin is in pristine condition, it might be worth getting it graded by a professional service. Grading companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PISDS, assign a grade to your coin, which will help determine its value in the market. So, why is this 2.15 South Carolina quarter so valuable? Well, the main reason is that it's part of a limited series of coins, and because people are always on the lookout for rare minting errors in coins in perfect condition. With a relatively small number of coins having these rare errors, demand for them has grown over time. Now, you might be wondering, how do I sell my 2.15 South Carolina quarter if I think it's worth a lot of money? Well, the first step is to find a reputable dealer or auction house that specializes in rare coins. You can also look into online platforms like eBay, but make sure you research the prices of similar coins before listing yours. Don't forget to keep your coins safe in a protected holder, like a plastic coin flip or capsule, to maintain their condition. The better the condition, the more money you could make. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who's curious if that coin jar could have a hidden treasure, it's worth your time to check your 2.15 South Carolina quarters. You never know, you might be holding onto a piece of history worth a lot more than you think.